Did you know that New York City's new First Lady met her husband on a dating app? Not just any dating app, but she turned it into a love story that has captivated the nation. Her name is Rama Duwaji, and she's not your typical political spouse. She's a talented artist, animator, and activist who's about to make history. But here's the thing, she's refusing to play by the rules. So who exactly is Rama Duwaji, and why is everyone talking about her? Stick around as we dive deep into the fascinating story of the woman who's redefining what it means to be a first lady. This is the untold story of Rama Duwaji. Rama Duwaji is a 28-year-old Syrian-American artist, illustrator, animator, and ceramicist. But here's what makes her different from your typical politician's spouse. She has built an incredible career entirely on her own terms. Born on June 30th, 1997 in Houston, Texas to Syrian parents from Damascus, Rama's story is one of movement, creativity, and purpose. Her journey took her from Texas to various parts of the world before landing her in Brooklyn, New York. When she was young, her family decided to move. They weren't just moving, they were relocating to Dubai, one of the most cosmopolitan cities in the world. Dubai became home for Rama during her formative years. She grew up between Texas and the Middle East, which deeply shaped who she would become. But here's something really interesting about her background. Her mother, Dr. Baraya Dardari, is not just any parent. She's a trained pediatrician who worked in New Jersey before taking on leadership roles in hospitals across the United Arab Emirates. Her mother even joined humanitarian missions to Syria and Gaza through the Syrian American Medical Society. So activism and helping others, that runs in the family DNA. Rama's path to becoming an artist wasn't a straight line though. After high school, she didn't just go to any art school. She studied communication arts at Virginia Commonwealth University's School of the Arts. But here's the twist. She started at their satellite campus in Doha, Qatar for her freshman year before transferring to the main campus in Richmond, Virginia. She graduated with a Bachelor of Fine Arts cum laude in 2019. After graduation, she didn't rush into the corporate world. Instead, she returned to her family in Dubai and participated in various artist residencies in Beirut, Lebanon, and Paris, France. She was building herself as an artist, experiencing different cultures, and developing her voice. Then, in 2021, she made a major decision. She moved to New York City to pursue her master's degree at the School of Visual Arts, where she studied illustration as a visual essay. She completed her MFA in 2024 with her graduate thesis focusing on something beautiful, making and sharing dishes as a communal act. And get this, after completing her master's, she was selected as one of only 24 artists chosen for an artist residency in the Catskill Mountains from over 500 applicants. That's the level of talent we're talking about here. Now, let's talk about what Rama actually does as an artist. Her work has appeared in some of the most prestigious publications and platforms in the world. We're talking The New Yorker, The Washington Post, BBC, Apple, Spotify VICE, and the Tate Modern Museum in London. These aren't small-time publications, these are global institutions. Her artistic style is incredibly unique. She uses drawn portraiture and movement to examine the nuances of sisterhood and communal experiences. But more importantly, her work carries a strong political message. Through her illustrations and animations, she explores themes of culture, identity, social justice, and humanitarian crises. One of her most powerful works was an animated documentary featured on the BBC about the unsolved murder of former Yemeni Foreign Minister Mohammed Noman in 1974. This wasn't just an art project, it was investigative, historical, and deeply meaningful. In more recent years, her work has become increasingly focused on political activism. Since 2023, she's created numerous pieces about the Gaza genocide and the Israel-Hezbollah conflict, as well as artwork supporting the victims of the Sudanese civil war. One of her most striking animations depicts Palestinians facing starvation, with the powerful words, "Not a hunger crisis, it is deliberate starvation." Another illustration from 2024 shows towering stacks of cash labeled Israeli war crimes. When asked about her work in an interview with Young Magazine in April 2025, she said something really telling. She explained that while her art is a reflection of what's happening around her, she feels her role as a US citizen is even more important right now. With so many people being silenced by fear, she uses her voice to speak out about what's happening in the United States, Palestine, and Syria. But here's something people don't know. While she was keeping a low profile during her husband's mayoral campaign, she was actually working behind the scenes. According to people close to the couple, she helped design campaign materials and worked on his social media strategy. Even in the background, her influence was there. Rama has also been very vocal about Palestinian issues. She created a powerful comic-style illustrative storyboard for the Washington Post about a woman named Reem Ahmed from Gaza who survived an Israeli airstrike after being trapped under rubble for 12 hours. That level of empathy and artistic skill is what defines her work. When it comes to her style and fashion, friends have even compared her to our modern-day Princess Diana. Fashion outlets have praised the way she carries herself and her aesthetic sense. Now, let's get into the love story everyone's talking about. Rama and Zohran Mamdani met in the 2021 on the dating app Hinge. Yes, you heard that right. The soon-to-be First Lady of New York City met her husband on a dating app. When Zohran appeared on the Bulwark podcast in June 2025, he joked about it, saying, "I met my wife on Hinge, so there is still hope in those dating apps." They didn't start as a high-profile political romance. It was just two people matching on an app, exchanging messages, meeting up, and discovering they had something special. They dated for nearly 2 years, keeping their relationship mostly private as Zohran's political profile continued to rise. Then in October 2024, Zohran proposed. He shared an Instagram photo of Rama with a ring emoji and the hashtag #HardLaunch, captioning it "Light of My Life." The internet exploded with congratulations. But here's where it gets really beautiful. In December 2024, the couple celebrated their engagement with a nikah, a traditional Islamic marriage ceremony, in Dubai, the city where Rama's family lives. The venue? The rooftop of Vita Creek Harbor with breathtaking views of the Burj Khalifa. The florist transformed it into what they called a blooming garden with ivory roses, lisianthus, and trailing greenery under a soft pink sunset. For the ceremony, Rama wore a stunning silver-toned white gown, while Zohran wore a navy blue kurta. It was intimate, it was cultural, and it was deeply meaningful to both of them. But the celebrations didn't stop there. In February 2025, they had a civil ceremony at the New York City clerk's office. Zohran later described the setting as very beautiful, with multiple couples waiting in line from different backgrounds, all sharing the excitement of getting married. Then, in July 2025, just months before the mayoral election, they hosted a 3-day wedding reception at Zohran's family estate in Buziga Hill in Kampala, Uganda. The event had serious security, including armed guards, security gates, and phone jamming systems. It was a celebration that brought together families from different continents. Here's where Rama's story gets interesting from a political perspective. Unlike most political spouses, Rama refused to be front and center during Zohran's mayoral campaign. She didn't do interviews. She didn't campaign through the 5 boroughs with him. She maintained a deliberately low profile. This caused controversy. Some of Zohran's opponents even accused him of concealing his wife, pointing to her absence from the campaign trail. But Rama wasn't being hidden. She was making a conscious choice about her role and her boundaries. In May 2025, after some online speculation and right-wing trolls trying to weaponize the fact that he was married, Zohran posted a powerful message on Instagram with photos from their subway wedding. He wrote, "3 months ago, I married the love of my life, Rama, at the city clerk's office. Rama isn't just my wife, she's an incredible artist who deserves to be known on her own terms. You can critique my views, but not my family." This statement was significant. It showed that Zohran respected Rama's boundaries and understood that she was her own person, not an extension of his political career. On election night, November 4th, 2025, when Zohran defeated former Governor Andrew Cuomo to become New York City's next mayor, Rama was there by his side. During his victory speech, he affectionately called her Hayati, which is the Arabic term for my life. He said, "There is no one I would rather have by my side in this moment and in every moment." In that moment, Rama joined a historic club. She became the youngest first lady in New York City history at just 28 years old. But unlike traditional first ladies, she's determined to forge her own path. So why should you care about Rama Duwaji? Here's the thing, she represents a new generation of political spouses who are refusing to fit into traditional boxes. She's not abandoning her identity or her values to support her husband's career. Instead, she's creating powerful art, speaking out on social justice issues, and maintaining her independence. She's redefining what it means to be a first lady in the 21st century. She's Palestinian-focused activism while her husband leads one of the world's largest cities. She's using her platform, however reluctantly, to amplify voices that need to be heard. Whether you agree with her politics or not, you have to respect her authenticity. Rama Duwaji is a reminder that behind every public figure, there's a unique individual with their own story, their own passions, and their own purpose. Her story isn't about being someone's wife. It's about being an artist, an activist, and a voice for those who feel forgotten. Now I want to hear from you. What do you think about Rama Duwaji's approach to being a political spouse? Do you think she's right to maintain her independence and focus on her art and activism? Or do you think there's a different role she should play? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you found this story as fascinating as I did, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into the people shaping our world. We release new content every week exploring the untold stories behind the headlines. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.